Next at 10, the flooding damage even more astonishing in daylight from the air. Plus, drivers have been stranded by rising water, and now entire neighborhoods are cut off. Complete team coverage tonight.
And so is a great deal from AT&T. Get the Samsung Galaxy S6 for $0 down and get a free Samsung tablet. Springtime is savings time at AT&T.
It's Macy's Memorial Day mattress sale. Save on all mattress sets and specials from Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, iSeries, and more. Get a Sealy Firm Queen mattress for $179 or a Simmons Firm Queen set for $279. Get free mattress delivery and setup with a minimum purchase of $787 and special financing on a mattress purchase of $499 or more on your Macy's card. Macy's Memorial Day mattress sale.
To feel this special, you need to eat this special. Start your day with 150 nourishing calories in a bowl of Special K. Eat special, feel special.
Julie Chen returns to Big Brother, CBS this June.
CBS Monday. This team.
Who's up for a little James Bond action?
Let's do it. Is pure genius.
There's always an answer. We just need to find it.
Quick, punch me in the nose.
Finally.
All of us. Or Scorpion.
Scorpion. CBS Monday, 9, 8 Central.
This is Oklahoma's own News 9 in high definition.
A record-breaking month of rain brings historic flooding to the state that is hard to believe from the air. The rains have washed out roads and damaged dozens of homes, causing people to evacuate. Lakes across the state now having to release water from dams, and one firefighter makes the ultimate sacrifice trying to save people trapped by all that water. Thanks for joining us here at 10 o'clock. We've got complete team coverage on the flooding and the damage across the state, but we begin with the check of the forecast tomorrow. Will we finally get a break from the rain? Here is Justin with the answer.
It looks like we will have to deal with a little bit more in the way of rain here for portions of the state for our Memorial Day. But if you got out late this afternoon throughout the evening hours, a very comfortable, quiet, and more importantly, dry Sunday evening here across the state, and especially here across central Oklahoma as that rain has moved out. Look at our Air Comfort Skycam network. Couple clouds, that's about it. Temperatures are in the 60s right now. We have a southeast wind, and there is some thunderstorms trying to develop across the Kansas, Oklahoma panhandle, so we'll have to watch these closely as the Storm Prediction Center has issued officially a tornado watch for our far northwestern counties up towards Ellis and Harper County and Woodward County, as all the severe thunderstorms have stayed across Kansas, and they've been tending to weaken as they head off towards the east. So we'll have to watch that closely. Looking at Storm Shield Nice, you can see all those showers and thunderstorms mainly across Kansas. Marty Logan is up there watching those storms closely. We'll talk about those rain chances for the overnight and your Memorial Day forecast coming up. Carl?
All right, Justin, thank you. Now, to get the full story of all the flooding that you see, you got to see it from the air. Jim Gardner and Bob Mills, Sky News 9 over Purcell this morning, which had some of the worst flooding in our viewing area. You can see homes and businesses surrounded by water. You can also see some of the debris that emergency crews had to work around, and that includes a washing machine there to the right in the water. Shawnee also swamped. Lake Shawnee took in too much water, and the massive flooding stretched through neighborhoods, and cars and trucks were totally submerged by all that water. Well, as you can tell from the aerials, emergency crews in Purcell in particular had to perform several rescues because of the flooding from the nearby Canadian River. News 9's Adriana Ivashinsky continues our team coverage.
I am standing in the middle of downtown Purcell, and this is Green Avenue. As you see, this river of rushing water has flooded the main thoroughfare, and it has also flooded most of the area businesses and homes.
The Oklahoma Highway Patrol brought out their boat to assist with several high water rescues Sunday morning, but not everyone wanted their help. This woman took it upon herself to save her own animals, despite their pleas to stay put.
We're gonna lose everything we own.
but we weren't going to lose these dogs.
For the Krugers, their dogs are like their kids, and Pamela would not stop until all of them were out of her home, even if it meant wading in the treacherous waters to get them.
She has brain damage. She had a bad wreck in '06, and that's why we ain't leaving these dogs. They're too much comfort to her.
Yeah, I've got one more dog I'm gonna go get.
OHP officers did what they could to help, but could not convince Pamela not to get back in the water.
Because those are my babies.
Her husband says besides their dogs, they had several ducks and chickens they were raising, but fear most of them died in the raging floodwaters.
But I got one chicken left, if he makes it.
Pamela even rescued her neighbor's cat as she slowly made it back to higher ground. Tired, dirty, and wet, but finally safe. Others, like this Purcell business owner, were happy to receive a little extra help from OHP.
I was ready for him, I guess. I mean, did everything I could do down there, so it was time to go. Can't sit there and watch it float away.
And all of this will have to dry out before they can even begin to assess the damage. Reporting in Purcell, Adriana Ivashinsky, News 9.
Now, across the Canadian River in Lexington, it's pretty much the same story. Most of the streets look like rivers and had to be shut down. Neighbors who have boats were out there trying to help friends salvage what they could from floodwaters. And in Norman, several roads were washed out near Lake Thunderbird. These are pictures of the Post Oak Bridge near the lake, and you can see that bridge is out of commission. Over in Grady County, the sheriff's office is now asking everyone to stay home unless it's an emergency because they have so many roads that have collapsed. Well, high floodwaters have actually shut down all the main roads out of Kingfisher. You can go into town, but going east, west, or north out of city limits is virtually impossible. News 9's Heather Hope joins us now live in our newsroom with how residents are coping with all those closures.
Carl, Kingfisher officials say fortunately the water rose slowly, so a lot of homeowners were able to evacuate on their own. But it's been a day of water rescues and rerouting for everyone coming into town.
Wading in the water is all these Kingfisher residents can do, especially with the local creeks overflowing after Oklahoma's record rainfall. So when life throws you water, Stephen threw out his fishing rod.
Doing a little fishing, watching the water rise, just having a good time.
But it's a tough time getting through Kingfisher. All the main roads are flooded, so drivers can enter the city from the south. But as for leaving on Highway 81 or 33, those routes are washed out.
It's just the water, and it's not going anywhere, and people thinking that, they're going to get back into their homes, and they're probably not going to be able to get in there tonight, so we've cordoned everything off, have security patrols just staging the area.
More than 100 businesses are impacted by the high water, and many residents evacuated their homes. Ronald Fankhauser has 3 relatives with homes nearly underwater, but he is the one who's stuck.
I live 8 miles away, and I can't go home.
The Dover residents' road home is now blocked off.
It's kind of helpless. It's kind of helpless, but this isn't the first time we've been through this.
The Kingfisher flood of 2007 had water so high it touched the top of these light bulbs. Much of the city is in a floodplain where there's now so much water with nowhere else to go.
We're just going to ride it out. I guess if I have to, I'll get a canoe and canoe back home.
The Red Cross has set up a shelter with food at First Baptist Church on 13th Street in Kingfisher. Live in the newsroom, Heather Hope, News 9.
Heather, thank you. And there are 5 other shelters now set up across our state. For a list of those and all the road closures going on right now, go to news9.com. Around the state, a Claremore firefighter drowns while trying to rescue residents from a duplex. Officials say Captain Jason Farley, a nearly 20-year veteran, drowned when he was sucked into a storm drain.
Their family, so it's going to be really hard for our department to kind of come together and heal and go forward.
A second firefighter was also sucked into that drain while trying to save Captain Farley, and that firefighter was actually swept 100 yards downstream underneath the street and into a nearby stream. He is now recovering in the hospital. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is releasing water from the Lake Eufaula Dam. 170,000 cubic feet per second is being released to protect the dam and ease flooding concerns, but it is causing flooding in the areas below the dam along the Canadian River, especially near Weber's Falls. Still ahead here, besides all the flooding, Saturday tornadoes also caused damage. We're going to check in with neighbors now picking up.
After a soggy Sunday, we're looking at a little bit of sunshine for our Memorial Day, but also a chance of severe weather. We'll detail that and an active 9-day period coming up.
Coming up on The Blitz, John and I give our opinions on what the Thunder should do with the 14th pick in this year's draft.
The Cowboys take on Texas in the Big 12 Baseball Championship and one-on-one with Eddie Sutton. That's all coming up on The Blitz.
One massive sales event, 2 giant locations, now through Memorial Day. Only at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge in West City and Norman. Over 1,400 new vehicles to choose from. Get up to $12,000 negative equity assistance to get you right side up. New Dodge Dart under 12 grand. $6,500 off on new Dodge Charger. We're out to sell 200 new. No reasonable offer refused now through Memorial Day. David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Midwest City and Norman. Drive and Discovery event.
I've had people tell me that Air Comfort Solutions needs a catchy jingle. Introducing Air Comfort Solutions Jingle. That's the sound of the money you'll save with an air conditioning tune-up from Air Comfort Solutions. For only $99.95, you get a 28-point inspection, a free pound of Freon, a free 1-inch air filter, and a guarantee that your air conditioning will keep running all season long, or this service is absolutely free. Your winning call 7 days a week. AirComfortSolutions.net. 721-3740.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible? With 46 standard safety features, the Lexus RX is proof that fun can be good for you. Lease the 2015 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
You should see me when I play basketball.
Oh, hey, look, it's Kevin Durant.
Hey, we're drinking your Kevin Durant signature slushes.
You give me one?
No.
I'll play you for him.
All right.
One-on-one?
On one?
What?
Now what are you going to do? Don't go to the left, go to the right.
Did go right.
No, not your right, my right.
What are you talking?
Ooh, we got slushed.
Oh, he got slushed.
Up your game with the new Kevin Durant Signature Candy Slush, part of our Slush headquarters. And don't forget our half-price shakes after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
Just announced. Special limited time savings during the Memorial Day EcoBoost event at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. Get no payments for 90 days plus an additional $500 cash back on top of all current offers, like the all-new F-150, Fusion, and Escape, a total of 12 Ford vehicles. For a limited time, get the all-new F-150 with an additional $500 cash on top of all current offers plus no payments for 90 days for $5,250 total savings. Hurry into the Memorial Day EcoBoost event at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Oklahoma knows Ford's the best.
When you need to plan.
The other big story tonight has been the flooding for sure.
Absolutely.
When you need to know.
The southeast part of the metro certainly got hit.
We really need to be careful here.
No one else gives you the information.
It's going to be a flash flooding threat.
Like David Payne and the News 9 team.
We could see more than 3 inches of rain.
77 right there is completely underwater.
We got a funnel, David, halfway to the ground.
The access road completely flooded.
On the scene, on the story, News 9. High-definition programming on News 9, sponsored by Cox, Oklahoma City's best choice for HD. You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 in high definition.
Now, with all the flooding, it is easy to forget that we actually saw tornadoes on the ground yesterday. Neighbors out in Blanchard are still cleaning up after they got hit. News 9's Christy Lewis has the latest tonight.
In Blanchard, North MacArthur was hit pretty hard by Saturday evening's tornado. You can actually see its path. It tore off the tops of these trees, sent debris flying through the air, and ripped through rooftops.
This brand new home in Blanchard was just built to house homeless women with unplanned pregnancies.
Had a bed over here, a crib. Each room was set up the same.
But Mother Nature mangled this place before any moms-to-be could even move in.
It just happened so fast.
Saturday's tornado tore through the roof, and then the relentless rain wreaked havoc on the inside.
Just the rain continuing to pound on the ceiling started dropping the sheetrock off of the joists.
Volunteers are trying to save what they can. Some were here when it happened, and they say they just barely made it into the safe room.
Dinner was on the table. Halfway through the prayer, we hear this loud, loud sound. And Susan looks up, and she sees debris flying through the air, through the window. And she says, "Run." And so we all stop praying and we run to the shelter. And just as we're closing the door, the tornado hits.
And the storm didn't stop there. It made its way down the road, ruining this family's 3 barns. And it didn't let up before hitting this homeowner's garage.
We put our car in here so it'd be safe from hail. Didn't help.
And on top of all of this, trees were snapped in half and scattered. Roads nearby were collapsed and closed. But these Oklahomans say they're thankful they didn't lose everything. Most of it can be repaired, and no one was hurt. In Blanchard, Christy Lewis, News 9.
And if you want to learn more about helping out the Grace home and how they can rebuild, we have a link posted at news9.com.
It was definitely nice to dry out here this evening and enjoy a nice, peaceful Sunday evening, but we are tracking some more thunderstorms off to the northwest. We'll talk about the chances of rain not only for the overnight, but for the holiday Monday. Details coming up.
One massive sales event. 2 giant locations now through Memorial Day. Only at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge, Norman, and Midwest City. Over 1,400 new vehicles to choose from. Get up to $12,000 negative equity assistance to get you right side up. New Dodge Dart under 12 grand. $6,500 off on new Dodge Charger. We're out to sell 200 new. No reasonable offer refused now through Memorial Day. Only at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Norman, and Midwest City. Drive and discover event.
This year, Carol will begin her fight with lung cancer. This year, asthma will send Brianna to the hospital. This year, Frank's arteries will be damaged. This year, Kim will suffer a heart attack, all without ever lighting up. This year, secondhand smoke will kill 50,000 loved ones and put thousands more at risk. Find out what you can do about it. Visit stopswithme.com. Secondhand smoke. The facts can blow you away.
For this Memorial Day, Honda's celebrating the way Americans celebrate best, with pyrotechnics. Because when you can get a Honda for an incredible holiday deal, we think it's worthy of its own monument. Meet, melt, save more.
Get into America's best overall brand at the Honda Memorial Day sales event.
Chicken Club. It's only here for a limited time.
It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese with fresh chicken.
Tomatoes, bacon, lettuce. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture. The honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. It's a perfect mix. That's everything I expect on a club sandwich.
I like it.
All the flavors come together just perfect.
It's good stuff.
Try the new Honey Mustard What a Chicken Club.
Only at Whataburger.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest-growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or during the Chevy Memorial Day sale, choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $7,750 when you finance through select lenders. See your Oklahoma Chevy team dealer.
What's your home's greatest threat? Is it fire, storms, theft? Maybe it's your insurance, because the wrong coverage can be a disaster too. AAA can help, with home insurance as reliable as everything we do. With agents who help you get the right coverage. And with multi-policy savings when you combine your home and auto insurance with us. AAA, great insurance, great savings, and everything you trust about AAA.
Justin's here with his 9-day forecast. We are hoping for a break. We're going to get a little bit of a break, but not much.
Carl, our break was here this evening and majority of the overnight. Tomorrow, we're going to deal with some rain, some thunderstorms, and there will likely be some heavy rainfall for portions of the state. I don't think all of us are going to see some heavy rainfall, but some of us could see another ½ inch to maybe 1 inch in some locations of some not needed rain. Looking at Storm Shield 9, like I mentioned, it was a quiet evening here across most of the state. There was lingering showers here across north and northeastern half the state. Those have pulled off to the northeast, and more thunderstorms now developing across Kansas and the southwestern portions of Kansas. And see all the green shaded area? Officially here in up towards the Woodward, Harper, and Ellis County, officially a tornado watch until 1 a.m. Most of the thunderstorms are going to stay north of the border up in here in Kansas. And Marty Logan, our storm tracker Marty Logan, is watching this area very closely in case one of those thunderstorms decides to build off to the southeast. We'll be here throughout the overnight to let you know if we do see any severe weather. Right now, that severe weather risk off towards the northeast is on the low side. Right now, look at these rainfall totals over the last 30 days. Some of these rainfall totals, especially when you get into the middle to upper teens to 20s to nearly 2 feet of rain. This is nearly maybe a 2/3 of a year average rainfall that we received in just 30 days. No wonder we're seeing flooding. And it's in a whole big area. I mean, it's a wide area. It's not just one county, maybe 2 counties. It's pretty much all 77 counties that have seen some very heavy rainfall, except maybe the Oklahoma Panhandle area that's seen less than 10 inches. We're all in the double digits, and that's a lot of rain. And so far, just in the first 24 days of the month, we've had 18.69 officially at Will Rogers Airport for Oklahoma City. That smashes the old record for the month of May of 14.52. No other month has been recorded since 1890 here in Oklahoma City has seen more rain than what we've seen here in the first 24 days of May. The old record was June of 1989. That's how historic this rainfall is, and that's why we're seeing some of the biggest flooding we've seen since 2007 in some areas before then. And we'll continue to deal with the flooding rains if we do see some heavy rains for the next couple of weeks until we really dry out. We did dry out with a dry punch coming in from the southwest. That rain continues to move off towards the northeast, and there's those thunderstorms across Dodge City and up towards southwestern Kansas because the storm system is still off towards the west. We've seen little spokes of energy moving around this big area of low pressure, and finally it's going to get a boot and start to move off to the east, but we still have that one last spoke of energy that'll move here through the area tomorrow. That'll give us pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures into the 60s to near 70 off to the southwest. Here tonight, the best chances of rain well off towards the north. Isolated shower, but again, most of the action is going to stay in Kansas as it looks right now. Temperatures into the upper 50s to lower 60s for your holiday, Memorial Day. 63 to start today, middle 70s on noon, lower 80s by the afternoon. A lot of clouds around. The best chance of rain will come in early to mid-afternoon as it looks right now across central, and then that'll shift off to the east by late afternoon. Temperatures in the lower 80s with that south breeze. And again, here are your rain chances. Best chances central, south central, and southeastern half of the state. A little bit more in the way of sunshine off to the west, but a lot of clouds around. And if we do see those thunderstorms and a little bit of daytime heating, right now Oklahoma City to Lawton, off towards the east, will have the best chance of seeing any severe weather in the form of some large hail, damaging winds. Couldn't rule out a tornado, but the tornado threat right now looks to be on the low side. Looking at your 9-day forecast, it doesn't stop now. We continue to see some scattered thunderstorms Tuesday into Wednesday. Better chances of rain as we head towards Friday into Saturday, maybe drying out by next weekend.
Okay, that's when we'll expect our break. Okay, thanks, Justin. The Blitz is next.
Coming up on the Blitz, the Oklahoma State Cowboys go for the Big 12 baseball championship against the Texas Longhorns. And we'll tell you if Stillwater is a regional site when the NCAA tournament begins Friday.
The Thunder know their spot in next month's NBA draft. Who should they have their eye on? Plus, John sits down one-on-one with legendary former OSU basketball coach Eddie Sutton. Don't miss the Blitz. Next.
Announcing the Summers on Us sales event from Kia. It's our best offer of the year. We'll make your first 3 monthly payments, plus 0% financing for up to 66 months on the Sporty Optima and the high-tech Forte. Both backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So hurry in to your Kia retailer today. The first 3 payments on us, plus 0% financing for up to 66 months, only at the Kia Summers on Us sales event.
Your body was made for better things than the pain, stiffness, and joint damage of moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis. Before you and your rheumatologist decide on a biologic, ask if Xeljanz is right for you. Xeljanz is a small pill, not an injection or infusion, for adults with moderate to severe RA for whom methotrexate did not work well. Xeljanz can relieve RA symptoms and help stop further joint damage.
Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers have happened in patients taking Xeljanz. Don't start Xeljanz if you have any infection, unless okay with your doctor. Tears in the stomach or intestines, low blood cell counts, and higher liver tests and cholesterol levels have happened. Your doctor should perform blood tests before you start and while taking Xeljanz and routinely check certain liver tests. Tell your doctor if you have been to a region where fungal infections are common, and if you have had TB, hepatitis B or C, or are prone to infections. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take. One pill, twice daily. Xeljanz can reduce RA pain and help stop further joint damage, even without methotrexate. Ask your rheumatologist about Xeljanz.